Alright guys, for part 2 I'm going to go ahead and wire up some lights. If you need to learn to put this together, go ahead and watch my other video. But if you're here for the lighting, let's get started. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go right in the middle. Just kind of... Okay. Now I'm going to grab my step drill. Still needs more. That was perfect. It looks like a 7/16. After you get the 2, I ended up using a little car jimmy tool. I'm going to pass the wiring through. You can get creative if you don't have that coat hanger. Oh man, is that going to fit through? Well, let's give it a shot. There we go. Alright, on the bottom of the car there's this plug here. I'm going to try to remove it. We're going to pass the wiring through here. Alright, off camera, right there. Put the light so I could see where it was going through. Fished it through. Now I got my 2 wires. Wish I had black wire, but this will do. I'm just going to tape them together. Let's go ahead and pull that through. Alright, we got it through. I'm going to make these shorter. This one as well. I'm going to join these 2 together. I'm going to use these little connectors. We can just heat them up with the heat gun. And they actually seal pretty well. Slide that through. Then we're going to grab our red wire. Connect them together. Actually, let's put some heat shrink over it. Yeah, let's do it like that. Join them together. Let's push this through. There we go. Now we heat it up. Alright, we're going to do the same thing on this side. I'll put a piece of heat shrink. And then our connectors. Man, I just made a mess. Put these together. Heat gun. Then I did a bigger one all together. Now I'm going to push the wiring through. And just before we go any further, let's grab this 12 volt. Yep, they're working great. Okay, next I'm going to use this JB Weld plastic bonder. I'm going to have my towels ready, clean up just so we can get them flush. Push it in. Let's clean up the sides. Get us a fresh towel. And then I'm going to grab some tape. Hold it on there. Same thing with tail lights. About 7/16. And the other one. We're going to test our fitment. Oh my god, it's a little bit big. Alright, since these wires are so short, I'm going to have to solder it first and then send it across. So go ahead and do that. By the way, do about a 3/8. 3/8 didn't quite fit. That's why I went to a 7/16. But you can always just shove it in with the 3/8 for this particular light. If you're using other lights, then it obviously is going to be different. I'll do the same to these. Splice them in there. I pulled these wires out, but I think I wasted my time. Man, oh man. You guys are gonna hate me, but my battery was dead. I could not go home and go grab another battery. So I ended up finishing it off camera. Here you can see the tail lights and then the front lights. They're all ready to go. It works quite well. Just gonna explain what I did. What I did was I grabbed all the wires, matched them all up through the inside. I did all the reds, even the front reds wires are all together, and as far as the black ones as well. This is where I joined them. So all I did was splice all the wires together. Then you can see I added some underglow, and these two I did it on a separate circuit. So anyways, I only have 4 wires coming out, 2 red, 2 black. And then what I did was brought the wiring up. So I have 4 wires again coming up to the handle. I probably could have done it back here, but it was already too late. I had already cut the hole, but you could probably get away with doing it here. The reason I didn't do it down here is I didn't want these wires get kinked, squished if you were to fold it. So at least this gives me a lot of slack. And what I did is I added a voltage reducer using a 20-volt drill battery. And what it does, it just brings the wires down here. These are your 2 outgoing wires. So these are the ones you got to worry about. So you connect the yellow to your reds and then the blacks here. But I didn't do the wires directly to the battery. I actually added 2 switches down here. So one's for the underglow and one's for the headlights and taillights. Power went up, red wire went all the way up, and that's where I added the switch. So the power wire for the light, for all the lights, even the underglow, they never see the battery directly. I put them to the switch, and that's how I controlled it. It's just basically a circuit, it loops. And what I did is I mounted them with JB Weld as well. The same thing I did to the tail lights and front lights, front headlights. I'm gonna put this battery so you guys can see it. Switch is on, and now I'm gonna turn this on. That does your underglow, and then the other lights, your tail lights and headlights. This is what it looks like in the dark. That's your front. There's your underglow. I only added 2, by the way. There's your tail lights, and you could also do one or the other. That's just underglow by itself, and that's just headlights and tail lights without the underglow. This is the reason I purchased the other one. This one's getting too small for my daughter. This one has a lot more leg room, and I wanted to make something cool for her. Right now in the winter, it's not very cold outside. We still take her on walks, and she loves going on walks. And what happened is I found myself holding the flashlight all the time, but I think this will really help out. I think she'll really like this. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.